Not now.
All right, I'm back. Hey, thanks. Let's get this day going. Came back from a speakeasy that's also a yarn shop. I'd call that the most Pacific Northwest thing I've ever heard, but that kind of shit happens here too in Omaha, which I think just means it's the most hipsterest thing I've ever heard. One of them. But I'm glad that it was fun. I'm glad it was a good experience. That's not even criticism. I would do something like that if I drank still. Black Fort Port here, Keeper. We have absolutely no idea what to expect. Well, there's a lot of hipsters here. A lot. Okay, there was a label in the early 2000s that trailblazed what was once known as emo before My Chemical Romance steamrolled the idea of what emo became. And that label was called Saddle Creek Records. Saddle Creek Records churned out band after band of stuff that would, you know, be classic, you know, first or second wave emo. Like Bright Eyes, Tilly in the Wall, Cursive, etc., etc. I guess Tilly in the Wall wasn't necessarily emo. They were just more like Midwestern whatever. But The Faint. So we had a pretty strong emo base here. Those people have all grown up, had kids, and some of their kids are having kids. So it's still here. Connor Oberst has a bar here called Page Turners. I went to it once and they were playing Nelly, and I actually went up to the bartender and I said, "Why is this place playing Nelly?" And anyway. Cool story, bro. Well, for the hipster, it's about living in a constant state of irony, you know? It's like well, because a lot of hipsters grew up either in Gen X or idolizing the idea of Gen X. So we have that going for us, you know. All right. We have absolutely no idea what to expect. The military's been defeated. The cultists are gaining strength. After last night's attack, we need to help all the survivors. Sending instructions for tonight. Check the depth chart and guide ships according to their size. Guide suspicious ships to Blighted Reef for inspection. Other ships must be guided to their designated ports. If the port's unreachable, guide them to Black Fort. Oh, a lot of hipsters, I would say, re-normalize alcohol or keep it normalized, alcoholism, because back in my day, that was just normal already, you know? I enjoy being sober as well. In fact, that was one thing that I hated about kind of being in the thick of hipster culture when it was during its early comeuppance. was that romanticized alcoholism thing, which was honestly not that much different than just normal alcoholism or like frat party alcoholism. The difference was hipsters just tried to like give it some kind of like legitimized, you know, like air of superior, you know, I only drink craft beers. I only drink wine from whatever. I'll have a snifter of what, you know, like, shut up. Shut up, Caleb. Take your scarf and put it down your throat. All right, I was kind of amidst the, like, before it was called like hipsterism, I feel like I was what would have been, see, everything that I would refer to it as was since co-opted by a subculture afterwards that changed the definition entirely. Like emo, for instance, which I was never really big into, but like I knew it to be like a certain type of music. And then My Chemical Romance and mall goths and shit came along and co-opted it into whatever it became then, you know, which was not at all the same thing to me as just like sad, you know, breakup music. That's literally what emo just kind of was. Hipster to me at the time was like a scene kid, but scene kids became the co-mingled with the hipster thing. So like being a hipster when I was doing, you know, out and about and doing shit in like 2004, 2005 was a bit different. And then just like the late 2000s kind of came in and early 2010s and just steamrolled the idea of what it was. Yeah, they're a rock band, and there's nothing wrong with them. It just, none of that was emo, you know? And then hipsters sort of evolved into this strange, you know, everybody wears a beanie. It wasn't an inaccurate representation. It was just like the parody of it was funny, and then everybody became the parody of it, and then the parody became it was like this Ouroboros of eating its own ass, you know. Anyway, back to the game. Back to the game, dude. The funniest thing about all that is this was after I should have just stuck with kind of being a goth, but I fell off of that because, and this is something I never fully recognized in reflection of it, just because of how normalized, certain aspects of the story are going to be. Or how normalized it's unfortunately become. But being a goth teenager in the late 90s was really tough when Columbine happened, because there was a whole culture there, and then all of a sudden you were just like persona non grata, enemy number one across the board. And I kind of fell off being a goth because it was just fucking hard to be one, you know. Like I think around 2003 I just got sick of everything about it. It wasn't even necessarily Columbine that got me there. I think it was like a breakup that just kind of got me there. I was like, I'm tired of being sad. But it was really difficult to be one around that stage anyways, you know. I told them no because it was my only coat. Yeah. You might have been part hipster or hipster light. Well, sure. Everybody's got that arrow to them. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have a little bit of it, little black dress. No, they weren't either. It was just this weird misunderstanding of things that, like, when you grouped together just facts about it, I checked just about every single box, you know, which was deeply upsetting. Plays Doom, check. Listens to KMFDM, check. Wears black, check. You know, like, fuck, fuck you. Anyway, after last night's attack, we need to help all the survivors. Sending instructions for tonight. Okay, who is Hugh? He owns the meat factory on the edge of town. He used to help the sheriff, and when Tempest went down, he stepped into the town square and slit the throat of one of the cultists in front of everyone like a pig. Holy shit. You trust the local militia? What choice do we have? Sure, these patrols look more like bandits. They'll pick a fight over anything. They search homes without a warrant. Sometimes they harass women. But we've got no one else left. What if the cultists attack the town? We'll do our best to fight back. Their strength is at the sea. I think it'll be harder for them in the city. Otherwise, they'll have to overrun us already. Okay. The attacking women thing makes me want to side with the cultists, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're just gonna overlook that for the greater good? Keeper! I managed to sneak into the Elder's library and found someone that can help us. These are the cult's records. They speak of how the cult once fought against a keeper who stole the Necronomicon from them. That book contains knowledge that could end the Aurora. The cult fought the old keeper? According to the records, the old keeper used the power of their god, which interfered with its awakening. They tried to stop him, but it was too late. How can a book end the Aurora? In the past, the cult already tried to summon their god during an Aurora, but the previous lighthouse keeper stole the book and was able to seal it, preventing the Aurora from reaching full power. His journals are the key to everything. It's very difficult to follow all these connections, but I'll try. Okay, I gotta go. Keeper, face the truth. This city is rotten. They must learn the will of the great old one. You can show them the way to the light. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie. You went in there, didn't you? I didn't give you permission, Keeper. Ain't right stepping into someone else's home. Ain't right taking what's not yours. That rude little boy's gonna pay for this. What is the Necronomicon? I didn't mean to say that, but I'm going with it. Don't go sticking your nose where it don't belong. I'm warning you. Everything in its time, Keeper. Oh, fuck. So are you ready? Ready for what? Soon, a lot will become clearer to you. You've almost accepted the truth, but are you ready for it? You're really talkative today. Oh, sorry, Keeper. We honestly didn't know where to go. We've become complete strangers in the village. Everyone there worships the sea now. It's time for us to stay at the lighthouse, Keeper. Okay. Just stay out of my fucking way. Oh. Hey, Senpai, how's it going? I don't know, I'm just letting everybody in, out of spite for Drake. Don't let him look through the porthole. At the depth of 4,800? Lighthouse, come in. Are you doing okay? Crew's restless. One of the sailors said he heard singing from the water. Okay, Benjamin Sawyer, call sign FIS 1209 029378075. Check depth chart and guide ships according to their size. Silver Salmon Draft 20. Is the depth size the fucking, what? Check the... Guide suspicious ships. What? Is it the color of the fucking note? I'm gonna go with the color of the note. 8 meters. And this is... This is... What? Holy shit! You're going to Innsmouth? You're going to Blackfort, man. Maximum shift draft. 20? 30? Oh, the draft. 8, 15. Okay, so you're fine to go wherever. You're going, this is... Oh, geez. Okay. Oh. Thank you, Lighthouse. We're on our way. Lights of the harbor in sight. What the fuck am I... Oh. Oh, God. Come in, Lighthouse. Oh my, am I really seeing your light? I've made it off the damn island. What happened? We pursued the Elder to his island until we realized that they were the ones pursuing us. He sank several ships and we split up. We went our separate ways and we tried to shake him off for several days. And yesterday, the military launched an attack. God, how grateful am I for their cover. We lost a lot of good guys, but it seems we figured out how to fight them. The military has lost to the cultists. They clearly underestimated the cult. Now we must learn from this mistake. The cultists are stronger than anyone could have imagined. We must hold on. I think I can make it to the harbor with your light, Sheriff out. Looks like Misty wants something. Keeper, there's an entire library in the basement. It seems the old Keeper has assembled an entire library on the occult and the dark arts. And after him, Jackie's mother Eleanor studied all of this. The records also mention the Aurora. So, are you saying this is all connected? The lighthouse definitely plays a key role in all these events. The old Keeper mentions the Aurora and the book many times. Did he cause this? I can't say for sure. It seems like he used it as a trigger or wanted to use it. It's so hard to figure out, but he disappeared just during the Carrington event, the previous powerful Aurora. It's possible that what he did with the lighthouse created this Aurora, or he simply attempted to use it. I need more time, but I'll get to the truth. How will this help us? We need to figure out how the lighthouse is connected to the Aurora. Perhaps the answer isn't on the island as I thought before. Perhaps the answer is right here under everyone's nose. I'll get to the bottom of this. I can do it. Keep working, I'll study the papers. This is Cap. A situation with Ares, Sigma B encryption. Come on, this is Captain Schmidt calling all naval vessels. They're already coming through. There was a situation with the propulsion system. Blood and bodies everywhere. Call sign USS Ares, submarine nuclear weapons. We're dead in the water. Only 6 crewmates left, though I'm not sure the rest are dead. Inform command. We've encountered something. It got in here. It killed them all. We need help. I don't know how long I'll last. We released the remote detonation buoy. Frequency is 18.9 megahertz. Okay. God damn it. Oh God. How you holding up, darling? I was wandering through the woods and found myself by the lighthouse. Maybe you want to buy some shrooms? I do, because I need a pick-me-up. Give me one of those. Can you tell me my fortune? Ain't much need for fortune telling. You got bandits in the city, fish folk on the island, and out at sea. Out at sea, there's them soldiers still breathing, darling. Sailing towards the bandits, wanting to whack them on the noggin. Aren't you afraid to wander around? Well, the bomb's done falling, so now's a good time to harvest. Feeling like Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Long as I got my knife and I'm picking, I ain't afraid of nothing. I love her. I'll get back to work. You might got a heap of mighty big choices to make around here. Okay. I'm sure a ship is certainly waiting. Oh my God. I like the idea of these tentacles just like chilling and listening to the radio. Very funny. Okay. Hello. Everyone's still tuned in. This is now Blackford's free radio. A liter of water is now more expensive than 2 packs of cigarettes at the market, but a can of coffee will get you through any checkpoint. There'll be no music today as the generator's running on its last canister. Take care of yourselves, listen to the silence, and save your light. Okay. Lighthouse, come in. This is Emma Rose. What's the situation? Quiet except for odd noises in the cargo hold. Maybe rats. Silver salmon. Emma Rose, draft 19. 0167 43 5676. Call sign LNK88FM. You want to go to Blackfort, you're gonna have to kind of go the same way the other ship did, which is like this way. Quit knocking the most important picture down, evil. Interference noise, indistinct mumbling. Keeper, do you copy? The Admiral's dead. I'm in charge of the harbor now. Guide us to Blackfort. We have to get everything organized. How did you survive? We have several dozen ships with us. We spent the whole day gathering them in the harbor. Some survived the carrier explosion. Others escaped to nearby islands. We have to reestablish contact between Blackfort and the outside world. What are you planning to do? We cannot deal with cultists using brute force. But we have a plan. We're going to evacuate as many people as we can. We'll also announce a full mobilization to defend the city during the evacuation. I need a nav form. Of course, sending it now. Keeper, this is Don Duali. I apologize for interfering with your work. But Mr. Bennington will be very unhappy if the ship with these soldiers reaches Blackfort. Especially with all their panic narratives. Send them away from the harbor. The city must stand on its own. You just want to run? We must retreat to the forces on the mainland, where people will be safe. The new leadership in the city wants to resist the cult. Under martial law, all power falls under military command. They can cover and retreat, but the city must be evacuated. The Admiral wanted to detonate nuclear missiles, so I have access to the submarine. But the launch codes were destroyed with him. Maybe that's for the best. We'll make it to the mainland and be able to launch a tactical strike on the island with a warhead, but the harbor must be completely evacuated. I'm not gonna listen to Don Dewally. 072403238, call sign GSS 30. You want to, from Blackfort to Blackfort? That's crazy. Draft 14. Oh, what? You can't even go in the fucking, oh wait, no, you're fine to do that. I think. I'm just gonna take you the way that most of the rest of these have been going. Have a good one, drama. Coordinates received. Crap, man. Keeper. The great old one will reveal himself soon. Keep the light burning. I'm not keeping the light burning for you, all right? I have a duty. A duty. You know. Duty. You think they've figured it out? I wear gloves all day so they can't see the scales. I hope they don't notice anything. I have to be careful. May the great old one protect me. Lighthouse, this is urgent. What's going on? Seems fine. The winds sound like it's whispering. Urgent, but how's the weather? Sea's quiet. The horizon looks oddly murky. There's like a haze. You just said it was okay. Eugenia Hayes, you're suspicious as fuck. You're going to Blight Reef for inspection. The Typhoon, draft 17. On course, proceeding to port. What's up, Angel? Great old one watches over us. We must show Blackfoot for true love. Do you eat children? People in Blackfort are too superstitious. They simply refuse to accept us. They can't accept the new world. Do you remember your past life? My old life brought me only pain and suffering. The great old one opened the path to happiness. Takeshi Hosseini, the golden anchovy. 1942553947676. The Boofa 4221. Nothing's right there. Your boat's all fucked. you're gonna go, what's up, Ray Diaz? Oh, I don't have any food. Oh. Oh. Somebody was knocking. Do you copy, Lighthouse? Please respond. Did you secure the port? Affirmative. We've restricted civilian access to the port. It'll now serve as our command center. Tomorrow at the start of the shift, we'll send you new instructions. For now, get some rest. Oh, God. Hey, dead boy. September 2nd, 1859. The other side resembles my lighthouse, but it appears to be mirrored. In the center of the guest room is a pedestal with the book. It's unlike any manuscript I've seen before. I do not recognize these symbols, but the more I look at them, the more meaning I begin to see. The book talks about rituals, creatures, and forces that exist outside of reality. Perhaps this is the last piece I've been missing. Mary's voice whispers in my head. She wants me to stay with her here. She wants me to destroy Blackfort. Oh, God. Whoa. Keeper, what a joy! You're all right, my boy? It's chaos out there, man. Yes, dearie, these are dark times indeed. Our elder's gone completely mad. He wants to take Morphon for himself. Can you imagine? I flew over the sea today and saw it all with my own eyes. What is he planning to do? Well, Morphon, the one who gives his blue blood to mortals, granting them, primal rage. The Elder plans to seize him from the dealers and give that power to his cultists. You're missing the simple truths working here, locked up like this. You need to be a free bird. What else did you see? The townsfolk are in complete despair. They're turning to the unworthy for salvation. The unworthy will stoop to the dirtiest methods. You'll see. Looks like they're so desperate they wouldn't mind shaking hands with Morphon himself. Can I buy some mushrooms? I don't have a lot of money. Never mind. No supplies. I want some pasta. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, I keep forgetting the damn hat. Shit. Oh. I don't actually feel like the hat gives me, like, extra luck, though. That might actually be bullshit. Keeper, we've taken control of the main city institutions. The port authorities will continue to work with you. If you have any questions for me, I'm ready to answer. You don't control the entire city? That Bennington and his thugs. They've rallied the residents who refuse to evacuate. He spit in my face when he found out that we plan to retreat. Evacuate everyone. If they take Blackfort, the cultists could take the whole country. You sound just like Bennington. He thinks we need to fight for every inch of this city. Stop this plague from taking root in the mainland. Keep it at sea. I can't contact my family. There's a lot of confusion at the port over the last few days. I talked with the sheriff's office after we took the town and pushed Bennington's men back. They're already working on your case. I think they'll be able to reopen report their findings soon. I totally get how important it is for you to know they're all right. Trust me, we've got this. Emergency evac. The surviving officers who arrived last night have dissolved the civilian council and imposed martial law. All key services and supplies are now under their direct control. A curfew was immediately declared. Patrols are checking IDs and violators are sent to build fortifications. The city is preparing for an urgent evacuation. Assembly points have been opened at the locomotive depot and the fairground. Hello? Family? Come in. Hello. Finally tuned in. Repeat. Please repeat. What are you doing on this channel? Oh, sorry. I'm not your family. I was just looking for, you heard the military's in the harbor, right? I was scanning all frequencies, trying to find something useful, and then I heard you calling out. Sorry. Hope you find your family. Strange that you're using this frequency. I thought it was reserved for technical transmissions. Odd. I'd do a run of this where everybody is allowed in the lighthouse. Come in, Keeper. Today you've got a critical task. The military gave us the coordinates of minefields they placed while retreating. You need to make sure no one enters those areas. Are they going to clear them out? The military is busy preparing for evacuation, setting up temporary camps. They probably won't have the resources to clear the harbor of mines, and we don't have anyone qualified for that. What happens if a ship enters that area? I'm afraid there will be casualties, which is why I'm asking you to be extra careful. We need to save as many as we can while making sure no cultists slip through. All right. Keeper! I lost her! I can no longer smell her scent, as if she simply vanished into the darkness. I don't know how I can live without her anymore. What are you gonna do now? The cultists in the village, they promised they could help. That I'll be happy again if I accept their great old one. I think it's time for me to join them. Goodbye, Keeper. I mean, maybe I could have helped him if we had a better relationship, but, yeah. See you later, dog. He is waiting, Keeper. The great old one is waiting for you. Who were you before this transformation? We're all just empty shells. What matters most is those dear to us. The Great Old One will give us a chance to be with them. Everyone here is afraid of you. You're just like the rest of them, a pathetic human. Yeah, but I'm a pathetic human who is in charge of guiding you to the place you want to go. And I've got minefields, so you better be fucking careful, man. BRS 98HQ 012-172-9516. Grayson 7. The Blue Captain. Check the depth chart. Guide suspicious vessels to Blighted Reef. Avoid minefields. That's Outsmith. Okay, so if I go... We'll bring the Great Old One's word to the People Keeper. Don't like that. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I'll have to go feed the cats here in a little bit. I fed them kind of late. I fed them kind of late because of all the cleaning, so they could afford to wait. And Trav had just hilariously noticed that, like, just about every single one of them is down in the basement with him. Now he knows how it feels. Hull temperature stabilized. Engines 2 and 3 at normal. Have the coast transmit our plane to Sector 11. This is the second time I'm repeating this. Okay. Those bastards, the cultists. They've reached my island, Keeper. My island! Quick, I need help from the city, and they need the strength I can give them. You mean the Ember? You saw Drake, didn't you? He can break a tree with his bare hands. He's got bare hands? If we join forces with the people of Blackfort, we can show the cultists their place. What is Morphon? Looks like you've learned too much about our business. Morphon brought us Ember. We found him in the cliffs near our island. His belly was torn open and something like tar was oozing out. On his skin, it solidified instantly. Here's what's up, Dawn. Draft 1. Because you got a tiny little ship. And you want to go to Raven Sail? Hey, Tension 512. Thanks so much for the resub. Fighting the Dawn. Go fuck yourself, Dawn. I hope you're doing your job well. Keeper, I wanted to say the cult is pleased with you. When the soldiers were here, you made the right call not to shelter the heretic. Please accept this small offering. The Great Old One will reveal himself soon. Keep the light burning. What did you give me? A totem in the depths of the forest glows sickly green. A cultist stands nearby. The statue's eyes are glowing green. It seems to have become larger. He is waiting, Keeper. The great old one is waiting for you. Aren't you afraid of losing yourself? We're all just empty shells. What matters most is those dear to us. The great old one will give us a chance to be with them. You're going to Blighted Reef. You're super sus. Nothing about this is the same. Hi, Carl. Is it time for food, buddy? Hi, buddy. Can I show everybody your beautiful face? Carl. Hey, fluffy boy. Hi, bud. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna lay down right there? Carl Thulu. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'd go feed them. Since he broke free and he seems to be communicating as much. I guess I'll be back in a few minutes.